Now.
Good morning,
Oh,
everybody.
okay. All right. All right.
This is a special episode of C&C Bros where we do it in the morning instead of night because we were all really tired last night. We were going to stream, but things just didn't happen that way. And
we
you
ain't
know what?
streaming tonight because it's WrestleMania.
And we ain't streaming tonight because I got to go to work in the morning and I'm playing 1.5 at the moment.
I have to study.
But not for long because, Persona 5 comes out Monday.
I thought Persona 5 came out Tuesday.
It
We
does,
can go
but
pick it up
GameStop,
Monday.
you could go pick it up at 9 p.m. on Monday.
Why do we even have release dates?
I don't know.
Because
honestly.
GameStop is trying to get more business. I don't know. I think that's what it is. It's like a
Because
perk.
GameStop's starting to fail.
Yeah, I got that. There was like an article released on it about like how they're doing really shitty right now. But then, George, you said that was mostly because like they said that there wasn't any like reason for people to come to GameStop at the moment because like there was no big sellers because the Switch and anything. There's nothing like during the holiday season that would help them out.
Yeah. Which is when everything is supposed to happen.
Isn't that the next time the Switch gets a game?
Yes, actually. About a week, I want to say.
Not at the holiday.
I don't remember what it is.
A game you haven't played.
Huh?
Is that a new game? A game you haven't played?
Yeah, about a week.
What game is that?
Let me check. I don't remember dates. I just remember shit like roughly
I'm about to send you guys something.
Oh,
Please
goodness.
It's mostly for George.
Oh, God. I just woke up. I don't need this. I really don't.
I mean, we're all friends here. Am I the only one that doesn't feel like shit?
I feel fantastic.
But your mic's shitty, so that means you feel like shit.
Wow.
Okay, fine. If it makes you feel better, I'll try my other mic and see what happens. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah. It's
Mind
not
you,
gonna work.
I'm behind an entire week on sleep, so it's never gonna get better. Always and forever dead. But anyway,
Yeah. How is everyone's April Fool's Day?
you know, nobody got me. And I'm glad.
But what did you do on April Fool's Day?
I ran a tournament.
Yeah. I got over a hangover. Plain and simple. That is what I did all day. Because I don't even think I didn't leave the apartment I was at or the dorm I was at until like 1:15, and then I came home, and I basically like sat down and played like KH for like 3 hours, and then I went to go get pizza, and then I ate pizza, and then like after I ate, I like my body just shut down, and I fell asleep. I think I played Unchained Key for a bit.
Okay, is that better?
Not really.
See?
Actually, that is better. Speak more.
Shut up.
That's so much better.
You said what?
That's a lot better, actually. Congratulations.
Mike.
Speak more.
No.
Okay, yeah, it still does it, but it's not as bad.
Graceful Explosion Machine on April 6th. That's what I was thinking of.
But yeah. So what are we all playing in terms of games right now? Because like that's the big thing, because that's been like a roller coaster for every single one of us lately.
Well,
I'm still playing Horizon.
I'm close to finishing Breath of the Wild. I actually can't play Nier right now.
Why?
Hard drive space.
Yeah, that's the big thing with me, because I'm fixing to have to
Okay, just get rid of the games you aren't playing. Guys, it's not hard.
Shelly, I do.
I'm gonna end up playing them because the majority of what I have is fighting games for the sake of tournament setups. So it's like delete some and then have to turn right back around and reinstall it for bracket.
All the games are on your PS4.
The only reason I don't have
everything I wasn't in play. I got rid of everything that like I wasn't gonna play anymore, like indefinitely.
Let's see. Let me mute my TV because I don't want this playing in the background.
Yeah, you do.
As
long as it's no more than 10 seconds.
They won't copyright that shit. What I have currently on my hard drive is, let's go to library, games. Okay, so I've got Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. I'm keeping that currently because let's see. Just because like I want Alexis to play it a little bit, and then I've got well, she just finished season 2 of Berserk, like the 2016 one, and she's about to watch 2017 with me as it comes out. So I figured like her playing through the game, like that covers a little bit more than both films and anime have. I think that she'd enjoy that. And also, I've already beaten it once, and I have no desire to do like the extra content because like I played it for like I think 20 minutes, and I was like, nope, don't like it. And it doesn't have a lot of replay availability. It doesn't have a lot of replayability to me right now because I just beat it, and the only character I really like playing is either Griffith or Guts, and I don't like the rest of them besides Shirke maybe, but even then. I've got Digimon Cyber Sleuth, which I'm only keeping on my PS4 because I'm waiting to like get enough money to buy it for my Vita. And I'll buy it like digitally for my Vita.
Why does that not have cross-buy?
Because I bought it on a disc.
Oh.
Because I got it a lot cheaper than I would have if I bought it digitally.
I feel that would do it.
And then Final Fantasy X and X-2, which I like to play periodically, so I'm keeping that on my PlayStation. I've got 1.5 and 2.5, which I'm obviously keeping for like on my PlayStation forever now, for obvious reasons.
Right.
Final Fantasy 15, just because I'm waiting for episode like all the episodes to come out, and then I'll buy the season pass. And then Naruto fighting game, like that has high replayability. I've got 2.8 on here. I'm about to delete as soon as I get Alexis to, play through 0.2 because I don't have any desire to play it.
If I hadn't poured $80 in the Storm 4, I would probably just take it off of my PS4.
Yeah, to answer your question, Shelly, it's digital. And then I've got... No, she has a PS4. She just hasn't bought 2.8. And I've told her, you might as well not buy it right now.
I mean, if she uses your account, she can download it on hers.
Yeah, but then she kicked me out of my account whenever she was playing it.
Okay.
And then I've got Ninja Storm 4. I'm keeping that for obvious reasons. Overwatch I'm keeping. And then I'll keep Rocket League because it doesn't take up a lot of space. As soon as I beat the...
You're not going to play it.
No, I'll play it with you. I just need to like actually get time to play it with you. And since remember, like your mic is bad anyway, so we haven't been able to play online.
Shelly, he says that now. I bet if you bought Overwatch today, he'd all of a sudden have time.
We can actually do it today if you want. Like later
what I told you. What I told you.
I'll make time if it really means that much to you. It just hasn't meant that much to me. And then the only other two things I have on here are Until Dawn. I'm like halfway done with that. And I'm kind of waiting to like play the rest of it with Alexis because she was watching it. And she was like really criticizing my choices because we play very differently. And it's really fun. And then I've got The Walking Dead Season 1 that I'm still trying to beat. And then I was going to plan on doing that this weekend, but then I forgot that everything else came out in like 2 days of this. So what I'll probably end up doing is just deleting it and then coming back to it like a month later. So the games that I am going to get rid of like fairly soon are going to be 2.8 and Berserk and then Until Dawn. And those are like the 3 ones that like or like on the chop block immediately, and then eventually Final Fantasy 15. But I really don't want to get rid of that because that's such a fucking like huge install. Because that takes up like I don't know how many gigs. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it's 56 gigs.
Wait, what's 56 gigs?
Final Fantasy 15, and that's the install, and it's on disc.
That's a shame.
And it'll keep getting bigger.
That game doesn't deserve to be 56 gigs.
It's DLC, boys.
No, that game's bigger than 56 gigs, but that's just install from the disc.
I understand though. That game doesn't deserve it.
Nearest install is like 46, and I only got like 30 left.
I think Final Fantasy 15 does deserve it because there's no load times in game unless you're like fast traveling.
Okay, I was about to say.
I was like, the load times are only bad when you start.
Like, bro, have load times if you think about it.
But it's like, yeah, like, I give it credit though because like it runs really well. It's just that the game could have been so much better, and they know that, and it's a shame.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
No, I was just complaining. And then I'll get rid of 2.8 because I'm done with it.
Persona 5 is gonna be like 20 gigs
of install space.
Yep.
Okay, so that's not bad. I'll just get rid of Until Dawn.
That means I'm just gonna straight up play that.
How much space do I have? Let me check. Because if not, like, I'll get rid of a fucking 2.8 tonight. No, I have enough. No, I have 83 gigs worth of space.
Yeah, 20 gigs for the physical, 18.2 for the digital. And that's for PS4. PS3, 4.6 gig physical, 16.1 digital.
Why is that game still coming out for PS3?
Why not?
Wait, what game?
Like, legitimate.
Persona 5.
Legitimate.
Because in Japan, a lot of people still play their PS3s.
Yeah. It's like that situation where the year immediately after the PS4 came out, they were like, all right, PS2 stuff is discontinued finally. Like, Japanese devs constantly supporting these things are gonna get some life.
Okay.
That's about all that comes out for the 3 now. Because they're getting Guilty Gear XR Rev 2 when that comes out in May.
JRPGs?
Oh, that's a fighting game, dog. Guilty Gear.
Well, that makes me happy that I have like 82 gigs worth of memory.
I need 82 gigs worth of memory.
But yeah, so that's what I'm playing right now. It's just like 2.5 and 1.5, and I'll go ahead and like get that out of the way because I didn't want to spend too long on it because like we talked about it before. I'm playing 1.5 right now, and I'm used to the camera now. But the problem with them like upgrading the camera or just everything to like 60 frames per second is that like this is a PS2 game, right? And the DualShock like 4 analog stick is like really sensitive, right? So when I'm first playing, you can painfully tell like that like just the difference in like what it was made for, right? And like I'm pressing like buttons and trying to get Sora to go, and he's going, but the camera's following him like really fast now because like I played 1.5 with an auto camera so that I wouldn't have to do it manually because doing it manually in fights is really disconcerting. And like I need the camera to like move with me as I'm attacking so that I can see in front of me and all around me, because I that's how I played when I was younger, and that's how I play now. And at first I had to switch to manual because like the camera would track Sora way too fast, And so I'd be trying to like do a sharp turn, and the camera would just like spin around super fast. I'd be like really discombobulated, and then I'd like turn the other way to like ease up the camera and like maybe like stop it for a second. But then I'd turn, and then because the DualShock 4 is really sensitive, Sora's going in the complete opposite direction. So I'm going from like left to right like over and over again, and the camera's just like swinging back and forth, and it was making me sick a little bit.
Sounds like a problem, bud.
Well, it was a problem. It's not anymore because I finally got used to it. That was the only thing. Like I knew it was going to happen. Like for games that I'm used to playing on 30 frames per second that ran fairly well. I'm just, it was just a difficulty curve that I had to deal with because it's like a whole new experience. To be completely honest with you, like they upped a lot of shit on the game. And the other thing that like the biggest thing that I've noticed in 1.5, like besides like a few glitches, like as far as physics go, is that the sound, the background sounds, they like upped the. I don't know what they did, if they added new ones or they just enhanced them, because the game's louder. Like that's the biggest thing. Like the game's fucking loud.
Hey, do y'all hear me better?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this from my phone.
Okay, got you.
What were you doing it on?
My computer. It's probably It's probably bandwidth or something. I don't know.
I don't know. You invest in something. But yeah, like I was saying, I adjusted to it, but the only other thing I saw was like the sound effects, and like there's new background effects to like different places and different things that I've never heard before in my life, but suddenly like I'm hearing them very loud and clearly, so it's kind of disconcerting. And the biggest problem I've seen with the game is that like some sound effects don't play and they're glitched out. I just beat Ursula yesterday, like Big Ursula, and you know she's got an attack that like basically audio cues are like how you fight her, because she gives an audio cue every time she does like a really big attack, and if you don't dodge it, then you're gonna die. Well, I'm watching this, and like every other attack, like she just like doesn't do her audio cue, even though her mouth is moving in the game. Like the sound clip doesn't play, so it fucks me up.
Another problem, bud.
Yeah, it's just the game, and that was a big problem that we had heard from the port, is that like sound effects are a lot off now. I don't know. I'm fine with it. I don't care because it's not hurting me really badly. And then I'll play 2.5 eventually, but I'm not in any rush. But yeah, it's been a fun experience. I'm not going to play it long because of Persona 5, but still. And then I'm playing. I beat Berserk. I beat I'm playing Until Dawn, and I'm really enjoying it. I love the butterfly effect. I just don't like how.
Did we ever talk about where Band of the Hawk ends?
It ends with him getting on the boat. Like the ending is really, it's just him looking at everybody like goofing off on the boat, and he's like, "I don't ever want to lose this again." And then end roll credits.
I know. I just wanted to hear that being said again.
Yeah, it ends with him getting on the boat, like the iconic boat.
You're not gonna get another game for about
20 years.
Yep.
By then you'll be dead.
Jesus,
Wow.
Shelly.
Hey, I'm just trying to be like the story.
But no, like we just got a new chapter of Berserk, and like nothing happened in it. Like he's got a really bad habit of making these chapters like 10, 20 not 10, like 19, 18 pages when they should be like 40 because they're monthly. So I don't know. Next topic. I'm sorry, I like put my phone down and I have no idea what I was talking about. So like, what animes are you gonna like watch for this season? Because I think I've picked my two.
I guess Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that, but I won't watch it like immediately. I'll wait till there's like 5 episodes out, and then I'll binge them. And then I'll watch My Hero Academia, because like I started reading My Hero, like from a certain point on Manga Stream, and I just never went back to read the rest of it. Because like I haven't had money to go buy the manga volumes, but I just started reading it as it came out, and I've enjoyed it. And like, but there's a gap in my knowledge, obviously. So I'm gonna watch this season because it's supposed to be 25 episodes, and I think it'll get me caught up. So I'll go ahead and I'll watch that, and I'll fill in my gap of knowledge and like what's happened and what's happening and like the relationships between characters, and then I'll think it'll be good. But yeah, today I'm finishing up Iron Blooded Orphans with Shelly, and then eventually I'll finish March Comes In Like a Lion whenever I get some more free time, because that was really good. And I had like 4 episodes left of that.
And then we got February Gives Me the Feels.
Yeah. And then I never finished Kobayashi. I'll just watch that with Alexis whenever we get the chance, because like it's not something I need to watch. It's just something fun.
It's wholesome.
It is wholesome. Nice. In a very Yuri kind of way.
Look, man.
I love it.
She took her in. She gave her a home. Will you
I don't think a dragon needs a home. Do dragons need homes?
She does. Totally does. She's outside of her world. She's in this confusing place, lost and alone.
She has 5 other dragons that just chill in her apartment.
She didn't know that. She didn't know that episode 1, but we ain't gonna dive into spoilers because it's something everybody needs to experience.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. What are you gonna watch, George?
Well, now that I caught up on Adventure Try, half of G Gundam got re-released on Blu-ray, and your boy Nick hooked me up. So I think I'm gonna just rewatch G Gundam. Rewatch half of G Gundam. Actually,
Gundam Wing's on Hulu now.
Yeah. All honesty,
and Crunchyroll.
I need to finish the Persona 3 movies. I finally got a hold of the last 2, and I need to watch those.
Did you buy them? Don't answer that. Anyway,
support your official releases.
Support your official release.
Yeah, no, dog. I got them subbed imports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need, if you can let me like loan those, like if you could loan those to me.
Loan those to you. I got you.
I'd be fine with it, because like I do want to watch those.
Yeah.
But I've just been like, I feel like that's the way to like experience Persona 3 for me ever again, because I don't want to play the game ever again.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna play the game after I finish watching these. I just like to absorb as much material as possible.
Apparently, P5 has like a lot of callbacks to like the earlier ones.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that.
Nice.
I didn't watch the OVA.
Well, watch that OVA. It's a nice.
I guess
OVA.
it's okay if I do now, since it comes out like tomorrow.
It doesn't give anything away. It's a prologue.
That's what I was saying. Like, I guess it's okay if I watch it now.
It would have been all right if you watched it when it came out.
No, but then I would have spoiled myself, because I would have been like, I want more of this.
Yourself with anything.
No, but I would have went looking for spoilers. That's the problem.
That's why you watch.
Because the game's already out in Japan.
If you would have looked up something as a result of being punch drunk off watching the OVA, it would have been your own fault for looking.
Exactly. I don't want to give myself that temptation. What about you, Shelly?
It will not survive the winter.
What about what?
What are you watching? Because you're losing an anime today.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I guess I'm watching Attack on Titan. Well, I don't know if I'm watching Attack on Titan. I watched Attack on Titan today. I'm still watching Super.
I need to catch up on Super.
I don't even know what's coming out this spring. So.
Oh well.
Let's put up a list.
Yeah.
Screen share that shit.
Hopefully it works from my laptop better than when I tried the desktop. Alright. Alright, please tell me I could just pull this all up in one. Thank you. Shasta Digi Bro.
I like how our thumbnail for this video right now, when I posted the link, is my profile picture, but then Shelly's profile picture in the corner with the beard.
Alright. Y'all can see that?
Hold on. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm screen sharing. I'm doing this from my laptop from now on. This is beautiful.
Okay, so that's Don Machi's spin-off anime.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Don Machi, My Hero Academia Season 2, The King of Fighters Season 2. I'm joking. Attack on Titan, Boruto.
Oh yeah, watch Boruto.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot about that.
Sinai Heroine no Sodate Kata.
I'll watch Berserk, probably. What am I kidding? I'll watch Berserk.
Shingeki no Bahamut.
I heard that was good.
Fantasy has an anime. Well, I might watch that. Arrow Manga Sensei.
The new sibling romantic comedy. That's all I need to know.
It's a genre.
What's Madhouse doing this season?
Let's see.
These are all A1, and that's White Fox.
Yeah, a lot of these are A1 and Madhouse.
But A1 sucks.
Here's some Silver Link.
Was that Berserk?
That was Berserk.
What studio does that? Gimba.
Milpence.
I don't know why they don't know how many episodes. It's gonna be 12 episodes. Don't even lie to yourself.
Sakura Quest. I don't mean to be scrolling through this fast. I'm also like looking specifically for Madhouse.
There's another Seven Deadly Sins coming out, but it's not the Seven Deadly Sins we know. It confuses the hell out of me.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I'd watch the hell out of a new Seven Deadly Sins anime.
Wouldn't we all?
If they just release it. I don't know why
they
need
did.
to
It's
wait
on
this much.
Netflix.
Yeah, it's 4 episodes of an OVA.
Season 2.
Ooh, Toei's got something.
It's wait, Toei?
What about Toei?
Seikai Surukado.
What's it about?
Kojiro Shindo.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing about what Toei's doing.
For the policy planning is at a Haneda airport for a business trip. While the plane is on the runway, a giant structure suddenly appears out of thin air. The plane carrying Shindo and the 251 passengers is taken
Good old
undamaged inside the giant structure.
Oh God, I'm gonna lose to Boruto.
Are you playing Storm 4 right now?
Yeah, I was like, I'll play Storm 4 while we stream.
Yes, I don't.
I was gonna play a Fire Emblem, but you know,
I'm not gonna. Goodness. Ooh, Production IG.
hey, Studio Dean and their shitty ass studio.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's another season of well, I don't know if it's gonna be 4 episodes or not, but of Gundam Thunderbolt. So I'll watch those episodes.
It'll probably be 4 episodes. So they'll probably come out with those like every 2 months.
This an Astro Boy origin story? What? 2 young researchers at a university are pinning all their hopes on robot development. Now their new interpretation. Oh, new interpretation. of the Eternal Hero Astro Boy.
Oh,
Up
fantastic.
until his birth is about to start. Nice.
It's an Astro Boy anime.
Yeah. An IG. I might hop on it. 12 episodes, of course. Do we got a manga though? Oh, it's based off a manga. All right, I'm gonna go hit that up. Oh, here we go. Yu-Gi-Oh! V-Rains.
They're doing it on surfboards.
Goodness gracious! Look at that hair.
It is pink. I don't even know what that is in the middle.
Here, let's let me change my screenshot. All right, give me 1 sec because I'm gonna have to switch it.
Excuse me,
no,
it looks like it's porn.
All right. Jeez, that's still just as bad. Okay, yeah, that is some kind of pink. Nope. All right. Well, leaving that alone. Ugh. All right, that was all out of order. You'll be fine, audience. It's okay. Gunpla Girls. Frame Arms Girl based on Kotsubukiya's Fame Arms Girl model kit line.
Why is Rinka such an asshole?
I won't be able to tell you. Love Kome. We love rice.
ID 0.
Tatsunoko. Auto Prime Pre-Power. All memories exist with I machines, and then nothing else past that. Beyblade Burst God. Duel Masters 2017. Future Card Buddy Fight. Oh yeah. We didn't got into the good part now.
That's the shit. So Ghost in the Shell came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear it's getting the same treatment that all anime adaptations get.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't. Guys, listen, like, I heard that it's better than most, but it's still not great, and everybody's a critic. And just if you haven't seen Ghost in the Shell, go watch it. If you've seen it and you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. But just realize that these are people that don't care about your fandom, but they want to make a movie because they liked it, but they don't care about the fandom as a whole. So just go watch it.
Hey,
go
what's
watch
that?
it.
Is that source material? Let me just. David Production on Sakurada Reset. That doesn't look like Vento Oreo.
Is this recurring or is this new shit?
This is all new. Like, I got to the bottom of the new list and I went back up trying to find Madhouse. I don't think they at least I don't see him putting anything. But then we go to continuing. Yeah. One Piece is still on. Super's still on. Case Closed will never end.
One Piece is still on.
Little Witch Academia. Yowamushi Pedal. Tiger Mask W. Monster Hunter Story.
Academia.
Aggressive Retsuka. Aikatsu Stars.
Cheese hey, there you go, Shelly. There's a good anime for you.
Wait, what?
Aikatsu Stars. Bandai Namco Pictures. You get them good Gundam references. Sunrise Boys. Card Fight Vanguard.
Oh, did I tell you guys that I dropped Monster Masamune's Revenge?
Oh, really?
Who didn't?
Yeah, I did. I heard that it ended on a really bad note, and I was like, I'll just read the manga since it's almost finished. So I quit it. I was like, I don't have time to I don't have time to be invested in like a half-ass like rom-com anime when I could just read the full product. What is Twilight Axis? Oh, that's an OVA.
Yep. The Principality of Xeon.
All hell Xeon.
Xeon. I don't know, Exorcist and Ajin. Wait, what determines an ONA and an OVA?
Doesn't ONA have nudity in it?
No.
Because Twilight Axis is an ONA. And then the
Online
OVA
novel adaptation?
Sure.
That sounds awful.
Original novel adaptation, or and then you've
That
got
would explain why.
Go ahead.
I was about to say that would explain why none of them have episode listings, but Sotai Sekai does. But they don't have runs either. I don't. Ajin, Blue Exorcist, and Terraformers.
Yeah, that one that got censored out the ass
Yeah.
for no reason.
Now I move on to films. Fairy Tail Movie 2. Which
Then
this promotional art actually looks really good.
Oh my god.
Like, if you showed this to me at like this distance and resolution and took the logo out, I wouldn't be able to be like,
damn.
This lag is unreal. It's almost like 2 seconds.
Hey, that's how it was for me the other day with my added delay on my TV input.
And it's not helping that I'm fighting Hokage Naruto.
But then they've got that one movie for that one show that I did not want to watch. The Aboriginal at Magic High School or whatever his name is.
Oh my god.
The Irregular, the Aboriginal. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Irregular at Magic High School or whatever it was. Like, I hated that anime, but to each their own. It wasn't exciting. But anyway, next topic. We got a new Spider-Man trailer for Homecoming. And then we also got two new announcements. God. We got two new announcements for new Sony Spider-Man films, which are not Spider-Man films, but they're Spider-Man films, but somehow don't involve Spider-Man. And I don't know why they have these films.
Because they want to start their own separate universe.
Without Spider-Man.
Without Marvel. Jesus Christ. I just lost that round because of lag.
Good, because you have a lot to say about this, because this is a topic for you. So,
please kill it. Thank you.
Yes. So Sony, as we've seen, does not know how to make a good Spider-Man film. They don't know what they're doing. But why Venom? Why Venom? Why a standalone Venom film? What is that going to bring to the table?
Because they like Venom?
Yeah, but it's a horror film that they're trying to do.
And?
How do you do a superhero villain? That's a contradiction, excuse me. How do you do a supervillain film that's a horror film that's not campy in some way and good?
Well, I mean, the Aquaman movie is going to have some horror to it.
Yeah, but it's Aquaman. How scary is it gonna really be though? You're watching a superhero.
You know the guy directing it directed all
right.
Shit. Shit. I can't remember the names of the movies. But those scary movies, you know, I can't remember the names of them.
Okay. Don't know what happened there.
Oh my god.
Did you leave, George?
Did you leave and we didn't?
Yeah, he left like twice.
Oh, I see the log. Jesus. No.
Yeah.
It was just me and Shelly for a bit, and I didn't even notice. I was playing with my DS. But no, like...
I got hit with a maintenance bug, my dude.
This guy's gonna win because I can't do anything because of the lag.
All right, let me... I may have to leave again because I'm
I won.
But I don't have like my...
Shelly, maybe you shouldn't play online while you're streaming online.
Oh no! It's completely his connection. Now, when he came in, he had 1 bar.
I got my mod privileges.
We have mods?
Yeah,
He challenged me to a rematch. No, I'm not gonna rematch you.
Second.
But yeah, I'm not a fan
of like,
the potential of a Venom movie.
I'll just play Horizon.
Like, I would love to play I would love to watch a movie with Venom in it, but I don't want to watch a Venom movie.
What do you mean? We already have a movie with Venom in it.
Yeah, but that was bad. And they didn't care at that point, because I think they knew that it was going to die.
Of course they cared. Topher Grace was Eddie Brock.
They didn't care because they knew that it was going to die. And that's why they killed off every main villain in that movie.
I've returned from the dead. What about a movie? Oh,
we were talking about. I was talking about like how I want to see a movie with Venom in it, but I don't want to see a Venom movie. And he's like, "Well, they already have a movie with Venom in it," and I was like, "Yeah, but they knew it was gonna die, so they didn't care about that movie."
Fair.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't want to see a Venom movie. I don't want to see a Black Cat and Silver Sable movie. Sure, I'd love to see a Black Cat. But I want to see Black Cat with Spider-Man. I want to see Venom fight Spider-Man. I don't want to see Venom fight other people. I don't want to see them fight other people.
I don't want to see Venom prey on, like, scrubs. Because also, you have to think about it. It's a superhero villain movie that's supposed to be a horror film. So someone either has to kill him or be a threat
probably
to him.
Rated R.
And at which point, they will kill him and it will become a superhero film.
It's really bugging me.
Unless it's Venom versus Carnage, that's the only way that they could do this and make it semi-passable. But then again, you don't have
the Conjuring movies. I couldn't remember the name of them for the life of me.
Yeah, but it's still an Aquaman movie. Like, how scary is it gonna be?
Do you know how scary the depths of the ocean is?
It's just dark down there.
Yeah, there are lots of scary things down there. Would you go down there?
I can't. It would kill me.
That's scary.
The pressure is too much for me. It would literally crush me.
Would you want to see an anglerfish?
Yeah. Up here.
I wouldn't. Where I can safely be fine.
No, where I wouldn't die from the pressure of the ocean crashing on my bones. But yeah, I was really confused by that. But what do you think about the new trailer for Spider-Man? And what do you think the movie's going to be like? I
still think it showed too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did show like the beginning, the middle, and then like the middle was the part that the problem I had a problem with, like the part with him on the ship.
Yeah, I was like, why'd you show the end of that?
I was like, you didn't need to show that first of all, because like that's supposedly that's the end of the second act, and then you have the third act where he's like gonna be all depressed and be like, I don't know what to do, my suit's gone, whatever, yada yada yada, and then he's like, well, no, fuck you. and then he does his own thing because obviously Tony gives him his suit back because they talk in the car. Because he's like, "Don't do anything stupid."
They got him all hoodied out. Scarlet Spider. Oh.
We get that. Who's the name? What's the name of the Black Spider-Man? Kendrick Lamar or whatever.
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
Why did I say Kendrick Lamar?
Oh my god.
That sounded like the most.
My YouTube channel. Right
wow. Kendrick Lamar.
Why did his name come out of my mouth?
I don't know. Why did his mouth? Why did he come?
I think I was thinking of Phil Lamar, and I was trying to think of like who
Who's
sounded
that?
like. Phil Lamar does like a lot. He voices Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack doesn't even talk.
Like Phil Lamar's like a really good black voice.
Okay, I take that back. You get off of my YouTube channel.
Who, me?
Yeah.
He does talk. I know that. Jesus.
Also, Freeze getting a movie.
Freeze getting a movie? Great. I didn't watch the anime.
Legitimately just felt like mentioning that. It's a CG Resident Evil film. Ooh.
Okay, Brian, what if I told you that in Horizon, there's actual simulating elevator play?
What?
You pull a lever, wait for the elevator to come down, and then when you get in, you pull a lever for the elevator to go up, and you actually like wait on the elevator and shit.
I love Metal Gear.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. That's what I want to be playing while I'm in that elevator. That's the only acceptable elevator music I'll listen to.
Ooh, Nambaka's getting a special.
I kind of miss where I was yesterday in here.
I kind of miss Evangelion, but I need to watch that third movie. Yeah, that third movie. Not the fourth one. That's not even out. But, no, like, I feel like Spider-Man's just going to be passable. Like, you know, they might put a little effort into it, but, like...
What do you mean, like the Homecoming movie?
Yeah, Homecoming.
Oh, no, I'm sure that one will be good.
It'll be good, but, like, it'll just be passable good. It won't be like Civil War or Winter Soldier good. It'll be like...
Well, they're not going to emphasize as much. He's still young, and he ain't one of the big wigs, not one of the big homies.
Sure,
exactly.
He is. He's in the two Avengers movies.
They gonna let him season first. They gonna marinate him some more before they throw him on their grill.
No,
yeah, this is just so you can get used to the actor.
Throw him straight in.
You just gonna throw it straight in? No seasoning, no dog. Like
they did just throw him into Civil War. I mean,
you're right.
It was really funny though because I was thinking about it. I was like, what if they kill off Spider-Man in Infinity War because they lose the rights to Spider-Man and have to give it back to Sony?
They don't have the rights. Anyway.
I know. Exactly. That's the point. Sony sold him.
Sony didn't sell him.
I thought that they let Marvel use it so they could they could profit from it.
Okay, see, here's the thing about that deal. Marvel gets none of the money from Spider-Man Homecoming. That all goes to Sony. In return, Spider-Man's allowed to be in the Marvel Universe. That's it.
This movie better be good then. Okay.
If Sony wanted to, and it's almost been alluded to in a couple of years, they could just pull the plug and say, fuck you, Marvel.
They need that money, though, because Sony kind of sucks.
Answer.
But yeah.
See, here's the thing. I love how everyone hates on the Spider-Man films. There's only like 2 bad Spider-Man films out of 5.
No, like I like the Amazing Spider-Man films, but it's just like they're good. They have good people acting in them, and they have good stories in them, but they're just directed so bizarrely.
Like,
because like I liked the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I hated the villains in it.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is okay. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was good. Spider-Man 3 was trash. Spider-Man 2 was awesome, and Spider-Man 1 was good.
I didn't like Spider-Man 2 as much.
Yeah, you're like the one person on Earth.
I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again because I haven't seen it in a really long time.
You're also like the one person on Earth who doesn't like The Dark Knight. Or was that Nathan? It's one of you two.
It's me.
What?
Exactly. See, that's the shit.
I like it, but I like The Dark Knight. I didn't like
Nathan's,
it as much.
Nathan's the person who thinks The Dark Knight Rises is better than The Dark Knight.
No, I'm also that person.
Because it clearly is not.
I like Dark Knight Rises, but then I like better than I like Dark Knight. But yeah, that's my opinion, and I know it's wrong, but whatever.
You said it, not us.
Yeah, I know. Let me find it. Where's my phone? Okay.
Where's my?
I don't even know what I'm doing on this side quest. I'm just over here doing it.
No.
So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Naruto, and so this is something that Shelly brought up to me. Since Naruto's over, like the anime is officially over, 500 episodes, great run.
Didn't even really get to see the wedding. Made me feel great. Watched all that filler for no reason.
I mean, yeah. Just like before.
Watched all that filler for no reason. I just wanted to see the wedding.
You get to the episode before the end, and then you get that smooth 100+ episodes, and then okay, yeah, now we'll end it.
But yeah, like basically what I wanted to talk about was like our personal journeys with Naruto, because that's shaped a lot of people, and as far as like their first experience into like, anime and manga-dom. And
it was the first Japanese anime I watched.
It wasn't the first one I watched, but like that was the one that kind of pushed me into the pool. And then you were the one that made me dive head first into it, like knee deep, or I mean like head first. Anyway, and so I was completely submerged by the time I met you. So I don't know.
How does nigga walk?
I think you making me watch Attack on Titan like got me back into anime, and then you're like, okay, let's watch all this now. And then it was One Piece, and then it was Hunter x Hunter, and then it was I
remember when I completely wrote off Hunter x Hunter, and then I heard it was by the same guy who did Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like, well, fuck, I gotta do it.
Look at you now.
And now it's our favorite.
Nah, Yu Yu Hakusho is still my favorite.
Oh, I know, but like, I mean, it's one of our favorites, if not our second favorite. Like, I don't ever compare, like, Berserk
I don't
and Hunter
know.
x Hunter.
Inuyasha might be better than Hunter x Hunter.
Shut the fuck up. Don't even lie to me. Don't lie to my face.
Well done.
But like,
why am I going across the sea?
But yeah, like, basically, each of us will tell the story of how we got into Naruto, like what got us into it and made us pay attention to it. Our top
Dude,
3
I do
fights,
not want to go across this water.
Our top 3 fights in Naruto, and then our top 3 moments and or panels. You can do both. Who is beating it?
Shelly.
Oh, I was rubbing my eye.
I was like, what the hell?
Am I supposed to take the boat over there? No, I'm not supposed to swim over there. God, I do not want to cross this body of water. I'm so scared.
George, you go first.
Oh, what? Okay. I was looking at the AOT opening. Well, my first experience with Naruto was I actually before I had started like avidly watching it, you know, I was really big into Toonami and everything. So there was already like a lot of exposure to anime. I was beginning to figure out what manga was, and I would poke my head in Shonen Jump magazines, and I would see the monthly, oh, well, here's this. And I stumbled upon a fight. I don't remember. I actually think it was because I don't remember the disparity between the anime and the manga at the time. So I won't be able to tell you what the fight was exactly. But it wasn't until Toonami announced that they would start airing it that I was like, oh, hey, I kind of remember that. That was in that one issue of Shonen Jump, wasn't it? And I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I stuck with it. It was the first thing that I had it was the first series I held any sort of like commitment to that wasn't like DBZ or Zoids.
Fuck, I love Zoids.
Yeah.
We need a whole podcast on Zoids.
I'm down.
I'll be absent because I don't remember anything.
Dude, just watch it.
Go rewatch it. Go rewatch it.
Just watch New Century Zero. It's only like 26 episodes.
Dude, yeah. I don't have time.
It's 26 episodes.
I don't have time.
Just take it at your pace.
Take that time you would play Overwatch with us and watch Zoids.
No.
That's valuable.
Yeah. But yeah. I would
What drama kids do I have?
Yeah, because I would lose out on episodes of other things like Zatch Bell Gundam, especially with all the multiple Gundam series and everything. So definitely outside of DBZ and Zoids, Naruto is something I definitely stuck with, especially when Shippuden rolled around and it came time for me to like just only read the manga because I was not about to. I got this weird thing about anime where like I'm not particular to sub or dub. Like now, where it's obvious, I'll make those exceptions. Like DxD, I'm only gonna watch that sub, and y'all can eat me. I had to finish how I start, and so I started Naruto dubbed. So when I got ahead enough to where I didn't have access to dubbed Naruto, I was just like, whatever. I'm not gonna wait weekly for episodes. I'm gonna read the manga, and that's Naruto actually put me on the road to reading more manga and advocating for that kind of thing. That's how I started reading One Piece, started reading Bleach, Fairy Tail, Poké Special, Seven Deadly Sins before it got big, all of that.
How long has Seven Deadly Sins been in publishing?
For a minute. I remember reading it. Let's see. Jeff told me about it at the time. And there was already a good bit of chapters out by the time I started reading it, like, say, 2-3 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could look it up and give you an accurate number later.
Because, like, I've been really... I know we're deviating really quick, but, like...
Yeah.
I really do appreciate, like, how good Seven Deadly Sins actually is and how consistently good it is. Because, like, that's a solid series, and I think it's, like, it's a good fill-in. They just need to make a good, consistent anime schedule for it, because, like, all this, like I don't know, like, what am I trying to say? All of this, like, OVA bullshit, and then, like, waiting and not waiting, and then, like, anime original endings and things that, like, don't match up with the timeline of the manga.
God.
Like, that's the problem.
That feel when Soul Eater.
I don't even want to think about that. I never got to that episode. I never got to the end of it because I just knew. I knew from, like, the bottom.
I didn't get to.
Yeah, I never finished Soul Eater either, just because
you stopped where I stopped.
Yeah, it felt like it just wasn't right.
I need to take time to read it. There was one. I was hanging out with some people, and one person was like, yeah, you need to read the manga because it's so much better than watching it, because in the manga, and then proceeds to tell us the ending to the manga. And it's like, well, Now, why am I gonna read it?
Because the journey there is good enough.
I mean, yeah, like I'm probably gonna end up reading it anyway. I was just like, wow, you gonna do us like that? But
at least
yeah,
it wasn't like Rosario Vampires manga.
In addition to like, I don't know, in addition to putting me on to committing to a series and encouraging me to like read more as opposed to watch more, Naruto helped me gain a lot of friendships, and not in the cheesy sense you would think, where it's like there are other people at school who also like Naruto and everything. Now I used to do like a lot of role play forums in middle school, early high school, and of course the topic more often than not would be Naruto, and so all the character creating, all the interactions with people, and seeing how they made their characters and backstories and everything was really interesting. I spent 4 years writing fan fiction that is archived somewhere on my external. It's very poorly written because I didn't have a grasp for coherent writing until like 11th grade. But it was really funny when it ended and when the epilogue hit, to see most of the things that I attempted to predict like in early high school actually come to fruition. I don't think I guessed any names right though, and that messed me up. That hurt a little bit. But then again, I don't think my naming scheme was like any kind of. There was no rhyme to the reason.
Okay, so what are your top 3 fights in Naruto?
Oh, bruh, that's a tough one. Because it's tough because I stopped watching at a certain point. So
you read it though.
Yeah, but it's a different experience watching a fight and like, you know what I mean?
That is true. I mean, look at that last fight.
Yeah. Rock Lee and Gaara is gonna be my number 1. So
yeah.
Hey, we don't know that.
I'm gonna tell you now.
I'm basing my list off of the manga mostly, just because like that's the majority of like what I experienced the series on.
Yeah, if I knew these guys were going to be enemies, I would have snuck that.
Okay, I'll do this. Overall,
yeah, you can do a mix of the two.
Looking from the anime, I'll say, looking from the anime, I'll give Naruto and Sasuke the first time. And not like the hospital first time, but like the Valley of End the first time.
No. We know what you mean. You mean the first time.
Yeah.
No one cared about the
hospital. Okay. And from the manga, I'll throw Sasuke and Itachi.
Yeah, that was a hype-ass fight.
And the reason I don't include Guy versus Madara is because that wasn't a fight. That was Madara getting slaughtered, my dude.
It was a fight that you knew Guy wouldn't win, but you wanted to see how close he got.
No. That was Madara getting his bones beat, my man.
No, like I really liked it. Like, but how I saw it was like everyone wanted to see. Yeah, we wanted to see Guy throw himself at him. We knew he couldn't win because storytelling. But we wanted to see how
couldn't win. No, I had my money down.
Like it was just to see how close he'd get to killing him, and he got really fucking close.
Yeah, I was gonna say kill.
Like if
kill the dramatic anticipations and everything and the futility of the situation. No, I was wanting to see Madara get the brakes beat off of him.
And that's exactly what happened.
It's exactly what happened.
And it was great. It was a great moment. And then, what are your 3 favorite moments from the anime or manga? And it could be a scene, it could be a specific panel, it could be anything. And that this is meant to be a mixture, so like you could pick and choose.
Okay, so Drunk Rock Lee for one.
Oh God, yes.
For more than just the fighting, but it's like dialogue subbed and dubbed was kind of nuts. Subbed more so. I got to watch that. I got to watch that fight in both. The next one kind of like back and forths me because I want to be like, you know, when Hinata drops the "I love you" right before she gets bodied by Pain, but even so, that really doesn't do anything, and you don't see that coming to fruition until the wedding. So in my head, it makes more sense just to go ahead and be like the wedding.
But we never see the wedding.
But we never see. I mean, you know what happens. I say the wedding. What was it? The last. There we go.
The ending credits to the last.
The moment in the last where they all bust in to save her, and it shot for shot parallels the holding out for a hero scene from Shrek 2.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So beautiful.
They watched that movie. They're like, we need this in our lives. And that. Do you have any other ones?
Ooh, for the third.
What was your number 1? I don't think I heard it.
Rock Lee versus Gara.
Oh, that was for fights.
Oh wait, these are moments.
Yeah, we're in moments because like his second one was
Rock Lee being drunk, Naruto busting up to save Hinata in the last. Basically just the last. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Jiraiya putting in the work before being cast into waters. Yeah.
Jesus. That was one of those fights too where you're like, oh my God, he could do it. He could do it. No, he can't do it. It was great.
Oh my God, he could beat the leader of the Akatsuki and we wouldn't even have the need for the rest of the story.
He got really close.
He didn't get as close as you think he did.
Exactly.
It was weird watching that fight in Storm 3.
Because nothing was getting lopped off.
Well, not only that, but it was like the cut scene when he's like, when this is done, you gotta promise me I can get some of that good home cooking.
Oh
like,
God!
Ryan, don't say it like
Jesus.
that. Yeah, that's exactly how it sounded. Yeah.
But yeah, and that's your favorite moment.
Yeah, I can't feel any.
And your favorite character? Who's your favorite character? Obviously, obviously it's Tintin.
Tintin's the GOAT, but you know, for the sake of the cast, so it's fair and balanced, I'm gonna say Lee. And even saying Lee, while it sounds obvious, is a tough decision because I get thrown back and forth between like Lee, Neji, and Kakashi like all the time.
That's fair.
Like all three of them in my book are just amazing. But I guess if anything, I relate more to Lee.
What about you, Shelly?
Wait, which one do we do first?
What has Naruto done for
How'd you get into it?
Yeah.
Toonami on Cartoon Network. I watched it all dubbed up until Shippuden started, and then I don't know how long we had to wait for Shippuden, but
A long time.
A long time.
I don't even know how long they had to wait in Japan, but I saw that
Not at all.
I think the first 5 or 10 episodes were out of Shippuden. Wait, no. I watched all the way up to when Itachi had infiltrated the Leaf, and it was around the time when Jiraiya was gonna face him, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta find what happens next. And then I went on YouTube and I saw that it was there, but in Japanese. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. I can watch it, and it's in Japanese. I've never seen anything in Japanese before. It might be weird. Who knows what'll happen? It might change me forever.
You're dead.
It didn't change me forever.
You watch shit in Japanese all the time now.
I know it changed me forever. I don't know. There's like few things I can only watch like the first 60 something episodes of Naruto in English.
I know.
Because that's how I was exposed to it.
That's how I feel too. And I'll get to that when we talk about mine, but continue.
I didn't start reading the manga really until like the 5 Kage Summit. I was perfectly content with.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was perfectly content just waiting a week. I didn't care.
I think I started reading.
I only read 2 manga. I only read One Piece and Naruto. I don't even watch One Piece's anime anymore.
I won't watch it until we get to Big Mom and Cracker.
Gesundheit?
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Big Mom and Cracker.
I mean, there's
Big
context.
Big Mom the ish.
Big Mom's the big ish. She's the big ish of them all.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
Sounds
three
like it's
top 3 fights, Shelly.
I really like the number 3 Shikamaru and Hiden. What kind of, it's like a mixture of that one and the
Asuma.
Yeah, the Asuma one. Yeah, so I always count those as like one fight.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, that whole tag team.
And then 2, I would say. The first fight, yeah, the Valley of the End, the first one, and then, well, Neji's got to be my favorite fight. So him against Kidomaru.
That was good. That was a
good fight.
Oh my god, you never thought how much I thought he was gonna die, and then he died later.
he escaped death only to get hit by a splinter again.
I was like, wow, what are the odds?
It's like I've dodged arrows and.
It's like Costco with cliffs.
My favorite moments.
Top 3 favorite moments.
Oh yeah.
And it could be panels too.
I don't remember panels like that. I don't have a photographic memory like that. Let's see. Oh, that time that Sasuke stabbed Sakura. That was awesome. I love that. That brought a special kind of smile to my face.
Wow, dude.
He almost stabbed her. He stabbed Karin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Either way, special smile to my face. He tried to stab Sakura.
He stabbed her later. Wink, wink.
Oh. And now their daughter's a hooker.
They grew up so fast.
When Sasuke used Kirin.
Oh.
That was good. That's why Sasuke and Itachi is one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one. Yeah, it's like, you know what? Maybe I just want to replace that Shikamaru one. maybe I just want to replace the Valley of the End with that one.
That's fine.
As far as moves in anime go, Kirin made a world of difference to me.
I liked it in both.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter when he uses it. I like it in the game too. I don't care.
Be gone with the thunderclap, motherfucker.
And another moment. I don't know. Anything that has to do with Naruto and Hinata, that's fine.
I appreciate all of those too. Now, and your favorite character's Neji?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as far as like me and Naruto, like I've told the story before of how like my friend brought volume 11 to class one day in like middle school, and I was like, okay, and I saw sexy jutsu, and I was like, I gotta get into this. What's this about? And then I read the whole volume. And then I actually liked what I read though, because I was like, ooh, this is kind of interesting. Like I kind of like this whole deal about chakra, and I like learning about like superpowers and stuff and like origin stories, kind of like because I liked Spider-Man at the time, but I wasn't like a super big Spider-Man fan. But I had like basically what it was like a compendium of like all the Spider-Man moments and like villains and whatnot, different suits that he had. It was basically an encyclopedia on Spider-Man, and it was pretty cool. And I liked reading about it, but not actually reading the comics. And like Naruto kind of scratched that itch for me that I hadn't felt in a while. So I got interested in it. So I went out and I bought volume 11, the one that I had read or read half of, and then I read that, and then I went back and like I retroactively like bought like all the manga volumes, and then they did that like that special like where they released like 3 a month because they were trying to catch up to the anime. And it was like every month they'd release like 3 volumes, and it was great. And so I took a full advantage of that, and I really got into it. But then because I was watching the anime for a while, or I caught the anime right before the tuning exams.
The tuning exams.
Right before it, and then I started watching at that point. And then I was like, okay, well, I stopped watching the anime. And then my friend from church, he gave me like ripped CDs that had like 4 episodes of them, and they were all in Japanese. And it went all the way to the end of like part 1, and or like the first, I think 2 or 3 episodes of Shippuden were on it, but that's as far as they went.
He gave you them bootlegs. Go support your official releases.
He did. It was all on some Divx supported software. I watched all those on Divx player.
That's nasty.
That is nasty. It was very nasty, and I was watching them on a laptop that was really bootleg, and so like I'd have to wait like 3 hours at a time for an episode to like buffer properly.
Official laptop releases to buy the right technology. Yeah,
like don't do what I did, because I got them bootleg because my friend was just like, "Hey, you want to do it this way?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I didn't think about it being legal or not, so I just watched them. I still have some of them. I'm looking at them right now, actually. Across my room, but I was buying the manga alongside of that, and basically I watched the anime I watched all the filler and everything, and because I was like waiting for something to happen, and I just liked watching Naruto at that point. But then I watched Shippuden, and then I stopped watching the anime because I thought that there wasn't any anime for me to get, because obviously I wasn't like aware of like where I could go to stream it or like whatever at that point. So I just started reading the manga. Because he had given me like some manga chapters on a flash drive or whatever on a CD2, and I read the manga, and the manga went all the way up to like right after the what am I trying to say? All the way after the Kakazu fight and Shikamaru and Hidan fight. like right when he used Rasen's Shuriken. And I was like, okay, well now I don't have a manga to read. And I was like, and the English manga isn't catching up. And I was like, I'm not. And I was still buying the English manga volumes because I wanted to read it in English and see like the full panels and not have to like do awkward shit on a disc viewing photos like that I had to do. Like I had to rotate images and all sorts of crap, and there were scanlations, and sometimes they were good, sometimes they were bad. It just depended. And then I started reading it, like caught up, and I think when I caught up to Naruto finally was like right after Jiraiya died and right when the Sasuke Itachi fight was starting. Yeah, I remember the exact chapter where I caught up with it and started reading it weekly. It was when he plucked out his eye in the Genjutsu the first time. So that was mine experience with it, and because then I like fell off the anime and didn't start watching the anime again until I met Shelly, and he was watching it, and I was like, oh well, why not? I haven't watched this in years, but I'll watch it Japanese. And I still didn't watch it that a lot, but I watched like key fights, and it was great. The last time I watched the anime was the final Naruto Sasuke fight. I completely skipped the entire Kaguya fight.
Ooh. That's fine.
But anyway, top 3 fights for me, I'd have to say hold on, I made a list while I was listening to you two.
George, you notice how he made a list? You want to know why he made a list? Just because he knew what the topics were.
No, I made the list while I was listening to you because I was like, shit, I'm going to have to like do this on the fly, and I don't want to, so let me go ahead and think about it now. Lee and Gaara versus Kimimaro is my number 3 fight. Just because I really like Kimimaro and his bone powers, and I liked the way he did it, and I like seeing Drunken Fist Lee, and I liked seeing Gaara again for the first time and using like Sand Tsunami, all that shit. It was just a really cool fight, and it ended in a way that you're like, you knew they would have lost, but like you're glad that they didn't. But still, it was like it was a good fight for them, and like the circumstances, at least for me, and I was satisfied with its conclusion. My number 2 fight is probably Pain versus Naruto. I'll go ahead and say is my number 2. Just because that was a hype ass fight. We'd been expecting it for a while, and I finally got it. And like that was like probably the most dramatic fight in the manga to me. It was the most dramatic fight in the manga because it was just the most poetic, I think. Because like Pain was like an absolute evil and Naruto is like an absolute good, and they're like, hey, and it was like one new technique after another, and like Naruto had like help from the Toads. He was using Sage Jutsu. Like it was a combination effort, but it was also like it was basically him versus Pain essentially. But like he still was like using a lot of strategy, and he wasn't broken as fuck at that point. So like there were still stakes in it, and you knew that like there wouldn't be any ass pulls. Like everything in that fight was justified to an extent. The only part about it that was kind of an ass pull, I'd say, would be a Minato coming out and stopping his Ninetales transformation. But it had to happen at some point in the story. It was just, I guess, where it happened kind of got me but whatever. I appreciate that fight. And then my number 1 fight's first Final Valley fight with Naruto and Sasuke. Because that in the anime specifically will always like be like one of my favorite fights, just because like I like the music, I like the stakes. They did a really good job with it, and it was just a good fight. Like it was dramatic, it was good storytelling. The moves that they used were cool. It was mostly taijutsu, and they weren't like using super pumped up like Chidoris or Rasengans until the very end. Because even when they transform, like that was the only complaint I have about that fight, is that you don't get to see Sasuke do anything in his transformed state except a black Chidori. But yeah, I'd go ahead and make that. So my favorite moments in Naruto, I did not make a list for this, so excuse me. I guess I'd have to say hmm, this is tough. I know one. Well, let me go ahead and like think about it for a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Bruh. Every time.
I have to make a list for this because it's kind of hard. Oh, I will. I know what my number 3 is. Sasuke versus the 5 Kages at the 5 Kage Summit, where he's just going ham for no reason because he's just pissed off. Like, that's my favorite iteration of Sasuke, and I tell everybody that because he's got nothing to lose and he's just crazy at that point. He's not an anti-hero at that point. He's a like real deal villain. And I liked that transition, and I always liked seeing Sasuke like go deeper and deeper into the darkness because like he is my favorite character. And I decided he was my favorite character because I loved Shikamaru for the longest time. But I think I figured it out like once I watched the anime and like was reading the manga. Every time I'd have a Sasuke like focused arc or chapter, I got really excited, and I loved I love Taka, and I love all of that. Like I just like seeing his perspective on the story because it offered a fresh point of view aside from Naruto's point of view and everybody else's, like, which is more lighthearted, obviously. I liked seeing how he interacted with like the underbelly of the ninja world. We always got juicy bits in his fights and his interactions with the other characters who were like main villains. And I always wanted to see like how far he could push himself. So that's why I love that moment so much. My number 2 moment will definitely be Hinata's confession to Naruto in the pain fight, because like that was hype as fuck. Because I was so happy because it came out of left field for me because I had no idea what to expect. But then I saw it, and then like we thought that she died, and I was like, no. And then the chapter ended with him going 6 tails, and I was like, this is a perfect chapter. I'm sorry.
And then he got a concussion and forgot.
Yeah. Like that honestly is probably my favorite chapter of Naruto because it was like everything that you wanted to happen happened, and it was like it was a perfect cliffhanger. It was a perfect chapter. I don't know. I loved it. And then my number 1 moment. Jeez, like, this is a hard one because like my number 2 was supposed to be my number 1, but I know that it's not because I know that there's something else that like I always really love to see. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's during the Naruto Sasuke fight when he delungs him. He like literally Chidori's out his lung and he's like about to choke him, and Naruto's like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck?" And he like gets the Fox chakra after he has like a swing flashback, and he comes back and he's like, "I'm gonna break every fucking bone in your body. I'm gonna drag you back." And Sasuke's like, "Oh shit, like wait, what?" And Naruto goes ham on his ass, and he's not even like in the 9 tails like cloak. It's not. He doesn't have like the 1 tail. It's just his big form, and he beats his absolute ass. I love that part. That's great because that always got me like really like pumped up for some other reason because I was like, yeah, he's gonna kick his ass. He's gonna use his 9 tails, and then he didn't. But he still kind of did. I don't know. So that's probably my favorite moment of the anime. And we already know my favorite character, so that's about it for that topic.
Oh, Obito?
I like Obito, okay.
Is he the coolest guy you ever know?
Much. No, he just talks too much. That's it. Like Obito in concept is okay, but Obito, like as we knew him in the manga, like is not cool. Like I like Berserk Obito. That's great. Like that did his character for me. It was just like every other time, like he just gave like a really stupid monologue.
Yeah, he's so much better in the anime.
It's actually surprising how much better he is in the anime because I think they like spread out his dialogue a little bit more so that he didn't like talk constantly like he did in the manga. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah, Naruto's over, and I haven't watched these filler episodes. I probably will go back at some point.
There's no reason to.
Just to like, there's no reason to, but I still want to because I want to see like the pairings happen because I like those pairings that they
You don't really see the
established.
pairings happen.
Wow.
Oh, you see them start.
Yeah, they don't really start.
Okay, Shelly. Well, I'm still going to do it. So congratulations, you didn't work. It didn't work. But yeah, like it's the end of an era, and now it's the era of Boruto. And can Boruto be as good as Naruto? I can tell you right now, no.
It can most definitely be better than Shippuden.
It cannot. And here's why I'm going to tell you that. Boruto, the manga, is monthly. Unless we're going to get some DBZ super shit, there's no way it can be better.
Well, we don't get anything DBZ super. We just get DB super.
Yeah.
You know what you said.
And super is good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. We lost him.
No, I was answering a text, and I was like, I don't understand what this person's trying to tell me. Anyway, so next topic, Persona 5. It's the game of the year. RPG of the year, at the very least. That's all I wanted to say. It's coming out tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Jeff Dude did a stream yesterday titled Persona 5 came early, and so have I. He streamed his himself playing through a P5 on YouTube. I didn't watch it, of course, for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons.
Okay, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, it looks like I'm watching a Zoid battle.
On what?
I'm playing Horizon. It looks like I'm watching a Zoid battle. I'm going to cause so much chaos.
But yeah, I'm excited because it's gonna be a fun time. Obviously, Persona is one of those games that you can play over and over again and never get tired of the characters. It's like playing an anime, but it's perfectly paced because you're not waiting a week. But the game's still super fucking long because it's got a lot of cutscenes because you're playing an anime and a Japanese life sim. So I don't know. I'm really excited to play Part 5. Vento Oreo.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
It's gonna be great. For anybody who doesn't understand the reference, we're talking about JoJo's Part 5 because basically Persona 4 was Part 4, and now Part 5 is kind of very obviously Part 5.
Oh god.
It's a band of thieves coming together for a common goal. And I have a dream.
That
Hirohiko Araki will work on Persona 6 with Shigenori Sojima and them. Yeah.
I hope so. It would probably be the same exact thing. But yeah, that's... Shelly's getting Persona 5, which surprised me. Are you getting it day one?
Said I gotta finish Horizon first.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're almost done with it.
I don't know how close I am.
I feel like you're almost done with it. From what I saw of last time, it seems like you're almost done with it. Because how many hours is Horizon anyway?
Dude, that was a cauldron. And that was only the second cauldron.
Oh man. So what's this about cauldrons in Horizon? What's the mechanic behind those? Because I'm curious.
They're dungeons, pretty much.
Are they black?
No, but they're...
Alright, you stop it.
They're like dark gray inside, definitely.
How many cauldrons are in the game?
I think 4 or 5. But when you go through them and defeat the cauldron, you get like a list of robots that you can override, and
oh, it updates your list so you can like befriend more things.
Oh my god.
yeah, because that's definitely what's keeping me alive right now in this situation I'm in.
We really are playing the same game. I'm upset, but also not upset.
What are you playing?
Breath of
Breath
the
of the
Wild.
Wild.
Oh yeah.
My ultimate goal is to override robots that have been hacked.
No, I mean like
I mean, you can
they'll just
override
help
like
you.
stuff in the you can override stuff in the wild and everything.
Like they'll just go out and fight the
Yeah.
other things that are there until they die,
Yeah.
or
Like
unless
I really
attack
want
them.
to play over Horizon. What I think I'll do.
Now there are corruption arrows that I just got, and they'll just make the robots or people go wild, and they'll start attacking anything they see in sight.
Nice.
I'll probably wait until my birthday to get Horizon, just because like at that point, like I'll be able to afford like at least an upgrade to my hard drive, and that way I don't have to worry about memory as much. And that way I'll be able to, play more games and keep them on my system and not have to delete them all the time.
Okay.
But
All right,
but also it'll be on
politics
sale.
over there.
I need to.
I think what I'll do is go ahead.
Buy Under Night.
I want to play Shovel Knight.
Do you?
I do.
Well then.
Well, it's available on all platforms.
I know.
Literally all platforms.
Let's see. But yeah, Persona 5. Go buy it, people. But just go buy it. Go buy it. I don't know how else to tell you. It's so good, and if you're an anime fan,
Oh shit.
it's still so good.
Oh shit. Okay, thank God it died.
All right, now. So basically, I've already decided because I had another topic, and it was going to be like a poll that I'd hold with the audience. But I'm not getting a PlayStation Pro. The topic was going to be, should I get a Pro that's like $400, or should I get a $200 2 terabyte?
Well, I mean, it'd only
drive?
be $400 if you paid like right then and there. But if you put your PS4 to it,
It would be like $320.
I think it'd be cheaper than that.
No, they would not give me over $100 for my PS4.
I think they would.
Yeah.
And George, you'd be the one to tell me.
As a matter of fact,
If you think they only give you $80 for a PS4, go into a PS4 Pro.
It's GameStop.
Brian, that's dismissive.
Your store sucks.
That's still dismissive.
Your store sucks. Oh my god, why am I going back over here?
Well, I mean, if you're wrong about trade value, that means you're wrong about a lot of other things, right?
Yeah.
Good, because you're wrong about trade value. You get 170 store credit.
Damn. Store credit,
Almost.
not cash right there.
Yeah, but
Cash, you get 136. Like, still not bad. Both are over $100.
Well, I'm wrong. I admit it.
Fight me on your next visit, scrub.
yeah, and these are almost 4-year-old systems, so
Yeah.
Well, I might get a Pro then. I don't know. Not anytime soon because I just had to update my antivirus software.
Pros go for 200 even. That's
if you weren't looking at hentai, you wouldn't need to update it.
fair.
Pros go for 200 even if you trade them back in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just silly.
I mean, ideally, nobody would trade in a pro. Knock on wood.
Hey, do you have any used Pros at your store?
I was gonna go by the store today to pay off Persona, so I can see while I'm there. It wouldn't do you much good,
actually,
but
it wouldn't do me any good. I just want to know if you have any.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'd probably buy it from Amazon. But if it's gonna cost me like significantly less if I go to GameStop and like trade in my old PS4, then hell yeah, I'll go
I was
buy
about to say, you can't trade stuff into Amazon, so
Do Pros automatically come with a 1 terabyte?
Yeah.
Okay. I might actually do that now.
Pathetic.
But yeah, so I heard through the grapevine that Nintendo might be making a console Pokemon game for the Switch.
Congratulations, you are now caught up with the rest of the fandom. I'm sorry. That was mean, but also we talked about this before.
We did, but
we did.
We're going to talk about it again because they actually like almost confirmed it.
Okay.
So what was it like? They registered like or someone let it leak that was it Game Freak? Game Freak announced that they were. Game Freak was announced that they were working on something for the Switch, but it was a surprise. But they're like, it's a beloved franchise, and they're like, okay, well, it's fucking Game Freak. What else could it be? So what do you think it is?
Well,
how the hell am I supposed to climb up on this thing?
Let's see what else Game Freak does, just to shake things up a little bit. Let's assume it's not the obvious. What else would it be? Internet, do the thing. Okay. Back to screen share mode because I'm so happy I can do this, so I'm just going to keep taking advantage.
Apparently, the Rick and Morty season 3 premiere was last night, and they did not announce it.
No,
we got Yoshi.
They said it was an April Fool's joke, so they put it online.
We got Pulseman. Yeah, man, it's definitely a new Yoshi game.
No.
Yep, not man.
How about no?
It's totally Yoshi. It's a beloved franchise.
They just made Yoshi's Woolly Yarn.
No. It's Yoshi and Poochie's Woolly World. You gotta say it right. Epic Yarn was Kirby.
Who the fuck is Yarn? I mean, who the fuck is Poochie?
It's a little dog.
Yoshi doesn't have a dog. Yoshi is the dog.
Bruh. Go back and play your games, fam. Go back and play your games.
Yoshi
ain't gonna discredit my man Poochie. How you gonna discredit? It's definitely a Pulseman game then.
But what if it's Pokemon?
That's what they want you to believe.
That's what they need to believe.
It's actually Harmonite. Harmonite's an okay game. I have it. I need to finish it.
Quit ruining my hype.
I'll be the roundabout.
Anyway, you guys talk for a second. I gotta go for a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a bit.
Sound like a middle school teacher. Anyway.
No, I'm serious.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die in this desert alone.
Those donuts are hitting me.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know.
So now he's gone.
Yep.
What else is on the list for the topics?
You know, I didn't see. Let me pull it back up. Let me attempt to pull it back up.
Let's see. Should probably get a pro console. Oh, his waifu of the week.
Yep.
You know, if this Pokemon game is a port of Sun and Moon, I'll laugh forever.
It'll be.
If it's not a port,
It'll be its third installment.
If it's not a port and they're building it from the ground up for the Switch, we're not seeing that game for about 2 years. So,
unless they get someone else to do that.
No, Game Freak's doing it.
Unless they get someone to work with them on it, I mean.
Well, I mean, they still have to build a world. I mean, the world has to be big. You'd hope.
Not if it stars.
Jesus.
If it stars, then they're just going to use Alola. That's what all the rumors and leaks have been saying.
But that won't be big enough for a console game.
They might just finally throw in whatever wasn't. Because I really hated when they did that with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because Ruby and Sapphire, you had Hoenn. Hoenn was kind of limited. And then Emerald did the job of including like event-specific islands and then expanding with the Battle Frontier. And then you get to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which kind of stretched Hoenn out a little bit. But then you get to the Battle Frontier, and it's not even like fully constructed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that made me mad. So I'm hoping that if the game for the Switch is Stars, they stretch out Alola, touch up the resolution, because the Switch will be able to do that, and then include features, you know, like a full-fledged Battle Frontier in addition to the Battle Tree we got in Sun and Moon, or, you know, more events accessible through plot, like when Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire did Delta episode. It's not like they can't do it. We just really need them to do it. And yeah, that's a good, you know. I love the company, I love the franchise, but a concern I always have is that, you know, y'all can do this. So why not?
God, I hate Nintendo sometimes.
There's
a lot of times. I don't know why I said sometimes.
A bunch of leaks had Stars slated for coming out this year. So unless they've been working on it ahead of time, I don't really see it offering too much more than Sun and Moon, besides an upscale and maybe like a few more areas. Which before Sun and Moon, I was kind of getting burnt out on Pokemon anyway.
Yeah, I got burnt out around what shit, Diamond and Pearl, and then I forced myself to play Black and White.
I'm sorry you had to do that.
Then after that, I stopped.
I still hold a lot of contempt for Black and White, and I feel like Black and White 2 should have just been released first, and then we get like Gray or something. Like Black and White 2 be released as Black and White.
I mean, it's just it's the same thing over and over again. You may as well just go ahead and just make a giant world with everything in it. But that's why you need the console.
You can't make it fresh for newer audiences that way.
Your audience isn't newer people anyway. If your audience was newer people, you'd sell less numbers.
That's what they're trying to do.
It doesn't matter. If you don't know Pokemon by now, after almost 23 years, I don't know how long it's been, then, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. You're Amish, I guess? I don't know what to...
Yeah, it's not a hard concept. You can explain it in 10 seconds. Catch monsters, go gym, go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 10.
I'm not saying an expansive game will be out of the question, but something the likes of what you're probably recommending wouldn't be like at any point a part of their business strategy. Like they would still try to keep a cap on how far you could go.
Okay, like how big is Breath of the Wild's map?
Pretty big.
Okay, now you played a lot of Pokemon games. How many regions would you say could fit on that map?
If you divided like maybe a third, maybe even a quarter of Breath of the Wild's map by water, you could attach Kanto and Johto. This is assuming that the Pokemon game will be playing on the Breath of the Wild framework, because steps in that game and steps in vastly different. Assuming you play it like you would Breath of the Wild, you could do Kanto and Johto, separate some by water, and like probably take a boat to Hoenn. I need to look at the map to remember what all is connected, because it's really weird. Bulbapedios.
I mean, hell, if you did it that way, I'd almost accept it.
I'd be fine with that.
Just make a new story. You make a new, fresh story where it involves those 3 regions.
I would really like a sequel.
You pick where you want to live.
To something we've already gotten. Like a sequel, not a third version, not a remake, not a bridging timeline.
Not a parallel universe.
None of that. No, like straight up just, hey, you played this game? Well, another one.
Brian, I thought you were back.
I am back. I'm just listening to everything you say.
Hi. This map is nuts. I hate this map so much.
Well, the last topic on the list is waifu of the week.
Oh God, is that the ramp length? Holy God. The Undertaker's gonna die before he even gets in the ring.
Oh man.
Because the Undertaker has to have hip surgery and shit. So like, I don't even expect him to really like do anything tonight. Like, stressful. Like I don't expect him to take any really big bumps. So he's gonna be tired by the time he walks all the way down this ramp.
But yeah, waifu of the week. I chose Yukiko Amagi.
Of course you did. Everyone needs a trash can.
You shut your whore mouth.
Look. I'll tell you what I tell everybody else.
I'll tell you my new waifu when I find her in P5. She might be better than Yukiko, but I like Yukiko.
I will never trash a man's love for his waifu, but that won't stop me from just straight out trashing his waifu. I wholeheartedly respect your love for Yukiko Amagi, but Yukiko is trash.
Yukiko is not. She's so sweet.
And
she's so basic.
It doesn't matter.
Brian loves his basic women.
Basic is good in a woman. And I'm not talking like basic bitches. I'm talking about like a basic, like, you know, sweet, honest to God woman.
Yeah, bitch.
Wow.
I'm just playing.
Stop being sexist, you asshole. Say another tweet like that, I'm gonna have to throw you under the bus.
God, I'm gonna have to like send an apology letter and everything.
Oh my God, not on my YouTube channel, please. Wait till I make the C&C. I'm gonna make the C&C Bros YouTube channel right after this.
All right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I convinced you finally, because you've been putting it off.
I've been busy. Relearning Blaze.
I still want you to put Boruto episode 1 in the tags.
We'll get so many clicks on that.
You know, if we were doing this yesterday, I might have considered it.
Yeah, well, we didn't because of you.
Not because of me.
I don't know. You did say I can't do tonight.
You knew that.
Wait, it was you the other night. It was you. It was, yeah.
Yeah. Me, Thursday, because my entire week had been stressful, crises, and something oncoming traffic. Anyway, you know, first.
Wait, what actually happened to you? If is it too personal to share on the podcast? What happened?
It's not so much personal, just so much like a lot of bad. I won't say bad stuff. A lot of tiring and stressful stuff. And it piled up, and then like Thursday morning was just I couldn't. I cut off notifications and I didn't talk to anybody for that whole day. Like it.
That's fine. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
It was But
yeah. So the reason why I want Yukiko to be my waifu, and she is my waifu, is because she starts off very unassuming. She's presented as like the popular beautiful girl of the school you're at in Persona. People keep asking her out, and she keeps turning them down, and she's really awkward about it because she's like, wait, did he really like me? I didn't know. I just thought he was a pervert.
Wait,
and then
what?
she slaps people sometimes. Basically, people keep asking her out, and she's kind of like oblivious to the fact that she's super attractive.
Who is that clueless?
Yukiko. Yukiko is that clueless.
Like, she's really hot, but like she compares herself constantly to her best friend, who she thinks is hotter.
You just like your women hot as hell, but dumb as fuck.
No, because she's not dumb. She's not dumb. She's not dumb. She's just not She doesn't have a lot of self confidence, and I think I like that modesty. But the thing about it is like you find out throughout the game, and this is spoiler territory for Persona 4, so just take that with a grain of salt and dip out if you don't want to hear it. What the fuck was that?
I was adjusting my headset.
Okay. But yeah, so you find out basically like that once she goes inside the TV, and you see inside her psyche is that like she has a really bad inferiority complex, and like her thing is that like she just wants someone to like sweep her up off of her feet and like remove her from all of her problems because she feels so burdened by those around her, like specifically her family, because like she's supposedly gonna inherit the Amagi Inn where she works. Like her family's worked there for like I don't know how many years or generations. And she doesn't like the fact that she's basically like conscripted into like a role that was chosen for her, and she's constantly throughout like the game like trying to like become more independent and more self-aware and self-confident so that she can have the courage to you know, make up her own decisions in life and like choose her own path. And at the end of her social link, like regardless if you romance her or not, is that like she what am I trying to say? I just lost my train of thought. She basically says, you know what, like it's okay that I'm inheriting my family's inn. I'm just running away from that because I felt like I didn't have a choice. But then I figured out from everybody else, like they have given me the choice, and I can't just abandon like my family. She said, like, I feel like I actually have a good place here, and I've realized that like I do have an option to leave if I want to, but like, you know, like I'm choosing to stay here because like this is where I grew up with. I'm comfortable here. I can do a lot of good here as the new head of the family. And she kind of takes it like a boss, and she's really professional. She makes dumb, corny jokes. And like she like nothing too like raunchy, but like she makes stupid jokes, and she has like a funny sense of humor, even if it is like horrendously dumb. She's the studious type, but she's the unassuming studious type, like the one that's like not quite the class president because she definitely does not have like that much willpower in her. But like she doesn't flaunt her talents. Like she really she's just an unassuming beauty, and she's not I won't say she's not kinky because she definitely has like a few moments in her persona. And throughout like her shadow, because basically her shadow is a reflection of her darker side. So it's kind of kinky, but not as much as like other characters in the game, like Kanji and I almost said Ritsu, Rise. Their shadows are more. Their shadows are more sexually like oriented. Yukiko's isn't. Like she just wants a prince, but she's not like being a slut about it. And then I don't know. I just really appreciate her. I think that she's a strong person, and that she like came to like accept her own lot in life, and that's just fine. And I think she's a perfect waifu because she can take care of you and be sweet and support you emotionally.
I just retweeted that.
Huh? If anybody wants to see what Shelly just put up, George, screen share it with the rest of the world.
Excel 2017 will not have stories. That's kind of all I need to say. They get it.
Yeah, you don't need to screen share it. You just say it will not have stories. And they say stories as in Snapchat stories. So
everything is Snapchat now.
Because Snapchat did it good first time. All this money that they have from, you know how successful they've been in the stock market? Like horrendously good. Like I remember this is a story of like a private school like out in like California or something that like they sold stock that they had bought in Snapchat like once it became like open to the public. And they sold it like the first day or so, and they made like I don't know like $14 million off of it.
Jesus.
And they are like super successful now, and that all that money went straight to the school. And I was like, damn,
that was a waste of money.
Wish I would have done that, huh? Wish I would have done that. But like Snapchat's doing wonderfully, and I think that's what's pushing like everybody to like do the whole stories thing, because they're like, fuck, want that. Use my platform, make their money go down, make mine go up. Ah! But anyway, that was the last of my topics. Do you have anything else you want to add, fellas, before we go?
Honestly,
oh, the Scorpio might get unveiled next week.
Yeah,
or this week.
There's that.
How do you know that?
Because there's a rumor going around about it.
Well, where's the rumor from?
I don't know, Brian. Rumors.
Someone just said, I want the Scorpio to be out next week, and that was the rumor?
No, I think it was like...
Okay.
I think it was like someone who works at Microsoft who said that they
My
might
dad
be
works at
unveiling
Nintendo.
it next week.
We will do this right now.
Jeez, it's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's like,
rumors
look.
like come from like sources, and I need to know the source.
You don't really need to know the source of a rumor. All you need to know is if there's a rumor, usually where there's smoke, there's fire.
Like with the
And where
Final
there's
Fantasy
fire,
VII unveiling. And
when
where there's a fire, there's a
himself
dumpster.
alive, trying to run.
What are you looking for, George?
Yeah, I'm looking for the one about Wait, what?
See if George doesn't believe it.
Well, no. I'm reading something that got me.
Maybe it'll get us too.
I just read that the Boss Baby just dethroned Beauty and the Beast.
And I heard it's awful.
Well, see, I can guarantee you, people in Alabama went to see Boss Baby.
I'm sure they did.
And no one went to see Ghost in the Shell.
I mean, yeah, we've already seen Ghost in the Shell.
I'd like a second crack at an Avatar movie, but don't give it to M. Night Shyamalan.
They won't. That won't ever
I would
happen.
like
Or just do
made it one.
Or just do Legend of Korra if that would be easier for them.
I want to see them try an animated one. Just
Oh, what, an
feature-length
animated
film.
movie?
Just yeah.
Oh, well, that'd be easy.
Action is the subject here, but you know, I know that'd be easy. I just kind of want to see one. Like, you know, with films, it's a one-time thing. You don't have to worry about.
I mean, I'd love for them to do animated versions of The Search and everything.
Yes.
George, you remember that Metal Gear Rising 2 thing that you shared? I thought that was a real thing, and I was like, oh God. And I looked at it, I was like, no, it's not. But all right.
Look at Lakatui's YouTube channel. He's got a bunch of cool MGS5 secret theater stuff he made. I can't find anything on. Okay, never mind. Funny how one word makes all the difference.
But
yeah, a major outlet is ready to reveal the specs of the next. Yeah, okay, I found it.
What's it say?
Well, when we let it load on my not so bodacious internet. Windows Central is the source.
Oh God.
I mean,
is anyone actually going to buy a Scorpio here, though?
No.
No.
Then why do we care?
Because the gaming community does. Yeah, at least some of them.
Is that not who we do this for, Brian?
I thought that's what we did.
Think of the children.
I know. I'm just saying, like, why do we care? I mean, we can still report the news, but like, why do we care though?
Because competition is good.
Yes, that's right. Good answer.
I mean, I talked
But
to y'all
boy,
about.
if that thing is $600, that thing is not gonna sell.
I talked to y'all about stuff I'm not gonna get, and y'all listen to me talk about Switch stuff.
That's true.
See.
Yeah. There's nobody here to represent Microsoft. Like,
we should add on.
We're doing this for that fourth guy we'll never get.
I mean, we can get a fourth guy.
Who do you know who plays Xbox? I don't know anyone who plays that. Well,
I don't either.
Well, Tyler plays Xbox, but he's not exactly in tune with everything, I don't think.
Yeah. No, he's not like a big time gamer, not reporter, but like gamer, and like he doesn't stay informed and everything. He just plays what he wants to.
Yeah.
Which in a sense is what we all do.
Okay.
No, I keep up to date with everything.
Entering screen share, boys. Share and present to everyone. Yeah, well, it's no longer looking like we'll have to wait until E3 2017 to find out what's in the box. A major gaming outlet recently visited Microsoft to take a look at their internals. Forza 7 was utilized to showcase the Scorpio's power, which we revealed recently was planned for some time as a headline title. Of course, we know it'll run natively at 4K. They're using AMD, God help them. NVIDIA boys. 6 teraflops.
Teraflop. Well, I think that's good enough for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're get done. Through the whole thing, man. It's just like, yeah.
Xbox. It's a game.
Scorpio will have an internal power supply.
That sounds like a fire hazard.
Good for them. They finally did it. They finally don't have a power brick.
Yep. Yeah, okay. At least no Project Scorpio specifications could be revealed as early as next week. They're in big blue.
I don't know. I feel like unveiling it now might be stupid.
Like, months out from E3.
But if they unveil it now, I'm guessing that they would have the games to back it up at E3?
Well, again, it showed Forza 7.
I mean,
no one cares about Forza 7.
But every game on the Xbox now is going to be fucking PC compatible.
Yeah.
So of course they have the games ready. They're already ready for the PC.
And while the Scorpio is 4.5 times
more
powerful.
See, Brian, what I meant was the games for it. I meant exclusives. Well, they're exclusives. You know, things that actually make you want to get the console.
I don't have anything that makes me want to get a console. Except money. I need a new 3DS.
Shut up, Brian. Kingdom Hearts. Shut up.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
Yeah,
I don't have anything that makes me want to get a console.
I meant currently. Of course I did in the past. Kingdom Hearts has made me buy everything.
Oh my god, I hope they put Kingdom Hearts 2.8 on the Switch. That way he has to go buy a Switch.
I don't have to buy a Switch to play 2.8.
I hope they cancel it. I hope they cancel Kingdom Hearts 3 on PS4 and Xbox. I hope it's a Switch exclusive.
Why do you
he has to go buy it?
Yo, bro,
why do you hate me?
We're gonna get a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know what they gave us. Dream Drop and 358. We gonna get another one before.
We don't need it.
3 won't be done until 2018. but they've already like compiled everything, so we won't get another one before the end of this saga. But we gonna get another one.
I'm being real honest with you though. Like, we don't.
I hope we just come out the gate next saga, first Kingdom Hearts game on the Switch.
I won't play it anymore after this one.
Bullshit.
I know. Unless there's some reason for me to play it, I won't.
It existing is reason enough for him to play it.
That is not true. I didn't play Recoded.
List me all the Final Fantasy games you played.
I did not play Recoded until like 5 or 4 years after it came out.
Why did this man act like he didn't play Recoded? I didn't play Recoded.
I was bored
until like 5 years after it came out.
I was bored, and I was like, "Why the hell not?"
You're not answering my question though, because you know I'm about to make a point. List all the Final Fantasy games you played.
All of them except
Recoded until 4 years after it came out.
I've played all of them except 11.
All of them except 11.
Yes.
You gonna play this next saga. You gonna play this next Kingdom Hearts saga. If you couldn't stop with Final Fantasy, you're not gonna stop with Kingdom Hearts. You cast a harder boner for this game series than you do for the other, and you've played all of their games just about. Like, you're not stopping after the Xehanort saga.
He's right.
There's no reason for me to go on, though, because they're getting steadily worse.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? Of course they're getting steadily worse. They keep making the same game over and over again.
Did you play 13 too?
Yes.
No excuse.
I thought it would be better.
No excuse.
I thought it would be better.
Did you play 14?
14 was good.
See?
And you're gonna play 15? Next series. Still is good.
I'll play.
You're gonna
see,
play
but those are new games every time.
Be better.
But those are new games every time.
We're gonna get an MMO. We're gonna get an MMO that's not browser based, and you're gonna play it. They're gonna rip the Realm Reborn engine and make, and it'll play like Vindictus, and Brian won't know what to do with himself.
I don't know what Vindictus is.
Exactly.
It sounds dirty though.
Pretty good MMO. It's an MMO, but the combat's kind of Dynasty Warriors.
Jesus.
I know, right? It's fun, though.
All right, I think I'm done. Goodbye, everybody.
Come back next week when we talk Persona 5. And by next week, I mean in like 2 or 3 days.
It'll probably be 4 days.
Oh, fine then.
It'll be 3 days. Because I need at least 1 day with the game.